Welcome back to Vitality against Lucid Dream. Nuke is our battlegrounds for the second map, and Vitality already lead 1-0. We are now on Lucid Dream's choice of map thus, but this is a map that Vitality are very good on. And hold the phones, they're not going to be waiting around, they're going to get straight into this. They're going straight up for the A hit, they're going to nade out Squeaky, rush onto the site. Alex at the top of heaven is able to finally get his man of genius, but it was incredibly sketchy. It was looking like he couldn't even pick off the one frag. There's another one for MBK. The bomb is going to get planted in amongst the ruckus. And this round not showing any signs of slowing down until all the bodies have hit the floor. They're going to be grouped up in main. Both of Vitality players very low. Zyron just a 1 HP. And now Apex, last man standing, going to get the drop onto WNF. Are there any more kills that could go the way of the Frenchman? Apex is certainly hoping so. So many with block rounds, but PTC will make amends with a headshot. And Lucid Dream pick up another piss.
What's up, Vince? I'm here. How's it going?
Yeah, that was a quick round.
Yeah, it wasn't a whole lot for me to do there. Lucid Dream just steamrolling through upper. Indeed, this is definitely one of Lucid Dream's best maps within Asia. But Vitality, as you noted, very strong on this map, including beating Liquid a couple of times over at Summit, which is a pretty good Nuke team in their own right. So, going to be uphill despite the fact that Lucid Dream picked this map and feel good on it, but that's a great way to kick things off. They will have to deal with the force buy from Vitality in this round, though. Zywu with the scouts and upgraded pistol armor for all the rest of the French side.
What of SMGs? And there are plenty of head armors on the side of Vitality, so Mac 10 against a 5.7 or a PT50, I actually probably would favor the pistol with good aim, as these players have. So this could get out of control and deadly very quickly if Lucid Dream are not careful, but it's going to be Vitality that take the fight. They're going to catch them in the backside. Alex is going to get two. There's another Dink player in the form of PTC, who's just pushed through Squeaky door. CBBK's also been dinked. Both players so very low. Molotov used to stop the re-aggression, but they have control of bomb dust. This is so big for Vitality.
Yeah, this is pretty much over already. Lucid Dream were just so slow to pick up on that radio roam push. Took so much damage where they even reacted with shots of their own. In tandem with Vitality also pushing through Hut. So the force buy aggressive play pans out so very well for Vitality. They've tied up the game immediately already. Lucid Dream, what do they want to do? Do they want to force buy back? Are we going to have that economic game of chicken to kick off the game? It does seem that way, doesn't it, Vince? With the Mac 10s and Tech 9 and all else out for Lucid Dream.
Yeah, they want to make sure that they don't completely give up a stranglehold of this map. And of course, if they can go back in and claim some frags, they will absolutely devastate the economy. Alex, oh my goodness, that spray was so poor at the start, but he just about salvages it at the end. CBBK's been smoked out, can't help his teammates. They really needed to push together. If you have this kind of assortment weaponry, you can't have 3 or 4 players pushing and one just chilling in hut. That needs to be a cohesive push.
And yeah, Lucid Dream's tournament lives are on the line on this map, by the way. It's just one of those lose 2 and then you go barbecue. And there's a lot of good barbecue in Dallas, but I'm sure Lucid Dream would rather play more Counter-Strike. So need to figure it out. Obviously, this round's not going to be the time as they have to take the save. So Vitality should be racing to 3-1, so flawless other than the pistol.
Up on Silo they will run, and Alex will kill them where they stand. Should be another kill. No, Genius actually long-range P250 threads the eye of the needle. Unlikely to be able to get another kill to his name, and Vitality do get it not quite flawless, but it is comfortable. But here's the next test, us. We're gonna have AKs.
Yeah, curious to see what Lucid Dream want to open up with. Obviously, the smoke wall outside is kind of the bread and butter of Nuke, similar to mid control on other maps. You use that to establish something, maybe threaten lower halls, but you can also use it to go midi, split upper, attack heaven. You can do so much with it. But also, again, the fast upper executes are always a staple of Nuke. The thing is, when CTs have this much utility, it's really hard to pull off the quick upper pushes. So outside it'll be all 5 gathered up around this smoke wall. That molly that QQ got just through.
Isn't it on top of the hut, I think?
No, looked like it was elsewhere. Maybe it was hut, though.
Zywu on the cross onto CBBK, and Alex taking the initiative with a peek up secret. It's all going swimmingly well. More Vitality once again. Zywoo spotted in a potential victim. And we'll prey down on Genius. QQ God, last man standing, does have control of the bomb, but everything else is stacked against him. Gonna be making a move towards the ramp room. Delaying the inevitable. The flashbang not ideal. Nearly bounces back in his face. Ramp has been vacated. Is Vitality going to play more centralized on their defense? They're okay allowing QQ God safe passage down to B, because here is Alex with the AUG. Will trade across. In fact, no, it was a Galil, not an AK, so pardon me. Either way, 4-1.
It's been a great start here from Vitality. We have 10 combined kills, or no, 9 combined kills over on the Lucid Dream side, and Alex has 10 by himself, so there you go. Just to illustrate the dominance that we've seen thus far.
Yeah, then Apex has got 7 by himself with 2 assists. So yeah, it has been every bit as one-sided as the scoreline suggests. Especially these last 4 rounds that have convincingly gone into the pocket of Vitality. Yeah, the last 4 rounds, they've only lost 4 players.
Yeah, I was about to just say that. They've only lost 2 players entirely in 3 rounds. So.
Yep. It's always going to help your economy, and you can see the effects. 2 players, nearly $10,000. They are against a deco. Getting outside of control to an extent, though. Going to drop down his Genius into the eyes of Apex, who will be, you'd assume, the favorite in this encounter. Shadows betray Genius. Bomb does get picked up on the squeaky door side, and MBK goes to town on a fly. This is why we did have a few concerns and doubts over this pick of Nuke into Vitality. They are no scrubs when it comes to this map.
Yeah, it's one of those tough ones, because, I mean, I know that Lucid Dream are thinking to themselves, we want to take a comfort pick. We don't want to counter pick Vitality in some sort of way. But you're just kind of, again, putting yourself in a position where you're playing against a heavy favorite on home territory. So it's not necessarily gaining much of an advantage for yourself.
Counter-terrorists win.
Yeah, I mean, I can respect the decision. You want to play to your own strengths, right? And not necessarily second-guess yourself, especially when you're at a tournament of this magnitude and the heavy underdogs, but you can see the effect it's having.
I feel like the only thing that they could have done is try to chase after Vertigo or something. Like, that would have been the only thing you really could have tried to do to pull the wool over Vitality's eyes if you had deep prepped it. But if I'm not mistaken, Vitality played Vertigo at Summit and won. I think it was against Renegades. So it's not like they're even, you know, haven't played that match.
Yeah, not completely adverse to picking it themselves. Lucid Dream with AKs and an AWP in play. That's been pretty slow rounds thus far on the T side, apart from the pistol where they went really aggressive and that force by afterwards. Where only half the team really pushed and the others were stuck in hut. Spray timing. Gonna be so painful for Genius. After finally getting rifles in their hands, to lose a player so cheaply is gonna sting. Smoke's being deployed outside, but there is a player up close. That's gonna be Alex. And a second in the form of Zywoo, who's holding an off angle. You're expecting that player to be on the staircase, but Zywoo gonna double up with his AWP. And Lucid Dream cannot catch a break. They cannot get a foothold on Nuke.
This might be 3 rounds in a row where Vitality doesn't even lose a player in the round. Just one more kill needed to seal that fate.
Certainly looking that way. And yes, that is exactly how it's going to go. So in 3 rounds, haven't lost a single player. Only 1 player in the 2 rounds preceding that as well. The last...
So 2 players in 5 rounds?
Yeah, 2 players in 5 rounds.
That is
rough. Which, I mean, you can see when you look at the bank balances of Vitality. Their account must be grinning from ear to ear. They are stacked.
Yeah, still a combined 9 killed for Lucid Dreams, which now 2 players of Vitality have more kills the entirety of Lucid Dream.
It's not much you can say about this, is there, Dust? I mean, it has been every bit as one-sided and as brutal as the scoreline and as the kills would suggest. It's been a decimation here.
Alex and Apex have 150-ish ADR, 90 for Zywoo. Highest ADR on Lucid Dream, 51. The WNF.
Yeah, I'm somewhat surprised it's even that high, to be honest. I was expecting it to be lower with the score towers, but there you go. This round, they have at least got themselves a kill, so they're going to break that curse. One step at a time, Dust. Next time they'll get a round. It won't be this one, though.
Well, next time they'll kill 2.
Yeah, eventually, before this half is done, if that sequence remains, they will get another round on this half, but yeah, the round itself has gone the way of the Frenchman, no big surprise.
So 3 players lost in 6 rounds for Vitality. Their money is insane. They could almost pay off my student loans in America.
Almost.
Actually, they could. They could clear it. So hit me up.
If only the currency in game equated to real life, we'd all be very happy. It'll be a fast play, bit of a desperation rush, and they have got a kill. They're gonna get 2 this round. Are we gonna keep the sequence going and keep it alive? It's not looking good. QQ God, Tech 9. There we go, and it goes down. It's real. It's possible. 3 kills next round. Let's go.
Yep. Okay. That would be the pattern. I just don't know what to add here, Vince. They are just getting destroyed. I mean, Vitality is shutting them down on all fronts. RBK hasn't even had to do anything this game. Everyone.
Yeah, I mean, the dream really is turning into a nightmare, isn't it? It's like a lucid dream, but involving Freddy Krueger.
That's not the dream you want to have control of, you know?
Exactly.
Like, that's the one you want to just forget about when you wake up in the morning.
Well, that's the problem. They can't. Wherever they go, they're greeted with that music. Here comes Wanna Fly, flashbang in his eyes. Zywoo takes his head off, 400 plus damage. Gets sat.
Lucid Dream, they're just like in desperate need of an opening kill to get some type of space, but it just has not been there. PTC almost finds Alex, definitely shaves off a bit of his health. Down to just 24 HP, but will escape. Back towards CT spawn. Outside control is forfeited to Lucid Dream, so this could give him a chance to pressure back halls, maybe attack Mini, attack Kevin, make Vitality have to sweat a little bit as far as where the attack might be coming from. They can't be too sure. Big kill from PTC on the Alex that evens it up. This is one of the best situations Lucid Dream has had pretty much this entire half since Pistol.
Yeah, absolutely. Time is scarce, though. And sure, they've got a kill, but the bulk of their players is still on secret. They haven't really made inroads into either side, but QQ God gonna take the initiative, push in first. MBK and Apex cleaning up the rest. Janitorial duties are gonna go the way of Vitality, and the streak has been broken. No 3 kills. Feels bad.
Yep, just 2 again. Yeah. This is definitely the time for a timeout. Oh dear. The Grim Reaper in their logo is what's taking them home tonight, it seems like.
Yeah, maybe delivering a bit of mercy at this point. Thinking, make it stop, please.
I mean, I've seen dominant scorelines in my day. I've seen 16-0s even. Saw one recently in the NA side of EPL just last week. But this is even like the 1 rounds there, sure, but the brutal fashion in which Vitality are beating them these last 9 rounds is just obscene.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those scorelines that, you know, we've definitely said this casting together before, that sometimes 9-1 doesn't paint the full picture of how the match has gone. This absolutely does.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, this could easily be a 10-0. If it weren't for the pistol round, like, this would be a 10-0. Outside again, not deterred by Zywoo's presence out there multiple times. Alex is going to deploy the smoke, just keep them at bay. Surely they're not going to push through this.
I thought they were for a second. It looked like PTC wanted to, but thought better of it and backed off. And they could also just keep re-smoking this on the CT side. Especially if Lucid Dream puts some nades through that smoke, then they'll know and they'll just re-smoke it. Actually be incendiary this time, stalling them out. But they can keep this up. Apex is now here as well with the smoke, so they can just keep stalling out these back halls. Or Apex will just pop flash peek into it. Look, they get some kills, but doesn't get one, but causes one indirectly, I guess. So still 4 on 4.
Yeah, it causes a bit of collateral damage on Lucid Dream. We're now gonna move downstairs. There's Telegraph. I mean, Vitality have seen them do this multiple times. There's the up from ZywOo. Oh, it's the bomb! CBDK, why? Why are you the player peeking out secret? That is so incredibly bad. 35 seconds to go. Maybe they can somehow navigate their way around this absolute mess of a passage of play, but RPK in prime position to thwart off all enemies coming his way, and Attack lives up to his name.
So Vince,
Howdy.
in the last 9 rounds, Vitality have lost a grand total of, I believe, 8 players.
So, when we came into this, we thought it'd be David versus Goliath, but unlike the famous story, this time Goliath just steamrolls David into
Yes.
like it's just over. There's no slingshot to the head. It's just David grabs him and snaps him in half. That's pretty much what we've been witnessing. Pistols.
Yep, that's it. That's all she wrote for this round, at least. Okay, there you go. Entry on the lower. Bomb could be coming in. Splitting ramp from lower and ramp room. Alex in a little bit of trouble because he's getting pressure from multiple sides. Good for one, but gets traded. Surely this is it. 4 on 3, 2 AKs, bomb planted. No utility, that's a bit of a problem.
And no one watching ramp. The one position that they knew that CTs could be in. Apex wants to just get that kill over and done with. PTC is bringing on some heroic ZywOo. Not to know what kind of HP PTC is on, but spins around. That smoke, by the way, just went into oblivion, so I didn't even
where
bother
is
with
that?
It went down into like the liquid below. You can see that as I was checking, like, where the hell did that go?
That's nuts. That could have ruined his day. Luckily, he caught the kill really fast, but if not, he might have been in some real trouble. So, a closer round, it came down to a 1v1, so progress has been made, but that's just not good enough. You need rounds. I know this map can still at times be quite CT-side, despite all the new opportunities Terrace have with the way it's been reconstructed, but you need more than one round, that's for sure. Mid-air from ZywOo, he's gone skeet shooting. He's found the discus. I think it's called a discus, or it might be just called a birdie. I don't do skeet shooting, so I wouldn't know.
Easy's analogy he doesn't fully understand. We call it clay pigeon shooting here.
Yeah, I mean, same thing.
On a fly gets himself winged. They get clipped. But Apex has actually been pummeled into the ground for round 13. Unlucky for him. Lucid Dream going back towards the spawn to set up some grenades outside. I feel like they've gone outside 80% of the time here, Dust. The other 20's been like rushes on A.
Yeah, they had that one fast upper push that didn't go right, and then it has really just been outside attacking into lower, or maybe trying to go mini. Again, it is really hard to try to go for fast upper plays when you know the CTs have a ton of cash to keep incendiarying door and hut, or putting smokes down, blocking your way in. It just becomes kind of a suicide run at that point. So outside control really is how you have to work this, but they just haven't had much success, or really any.
Genius takes that bullet center mask, gonna drop him dead before he hits the ground. They do have a player perched up on the catwalk of B, and that's gonna be Alex, who's now showing his hand. QQ God guesses the wrong direction, gonna pay with it with his life. There's actually a molly kill onto MBK. Didn't quite catch that, but he gets a quick fire double. 9 seconds to go, and ZywOo will not let the time take his victory away from him. He perforates the head. He's on 16-1, by the way.
He's out there doing big things. This best of 3 might shortly be over, Vince. If it ends soon, we'll actually be like 2 hours ahead of schedule. We've flown through these games, to be fair. We had like one really close one between Nip and Tyloo, but the rest of them are pretty fast. No, interesting. We've had a lot of big plays.
Yeah.
This map hasn't provided it, but
No, this one's been as flat as a fart in the wind. I think it's safe to say.
Has it
Blows
been
back
dull
in your
moments?
face. Doesn't necessarily. Yeah, it's been a little bit dull. Unless you're a Vitality fan, in which case you love it every second.
Yeah, especially after having that tough loss to North earlier off the back of that big Summit victory. You're wanting to see them peak back up. This is a nice victory to get to progress to the lower bracket with little trouble. The lower bracket, by the way, in this tournament, it's so unforgiving if you think of teams that Vitality could face later on.
What was it you said earlier about the barbecue? Lose 2 barbecue or something?
Yeah, it's kind of like an old expression.
Yeah, I like it. It's apt as well.
There's lose 2 and Jacuz is the other one. You could do both, I guess. Lose 2 Jacuz with barbecue. I don't know, something like that.
Overcomplicated, of course.
Yeah, I think eating barbecue while jacuzzing would be a pleasant experience.
It does sound pretty good. Oh, Alex. Just waiting to see if a second player also crossed his screen. Not the case. Only one player down there. Zywoo's going to stay in position. He has just spotted a pixel around the corner. And then we have it, a double spray. 3K in the round. 13-1. Oh, boy.
I give credit where credit's due, by the way. Sir Scoots is the one who taught me to lose 2 in barbecue, and Adrin, the coach of Team Liquid, taught me to lose 2 Jacuz. So,
Yeah, I was going to say, I hadn't heard it before. So, Vitality, are you going to close this out at 14-1? Is this going to be over in a matter of milliseconds? It's looking likely. RPK with 3, 14-1. The halftime score. You won't see CS as one-sided as that for quite a while.
So many rounds that they lost, only 1 or none. Very few rounds they lost more than that. Very dominant half, and we might only have 1 more half left to go in this series, but we have to take a short break before we can get there. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, at this funeral for Lucid Dream. Like if we take a moment's silence for this Nuke performance.
I don't have a trumpet to just do it all the way out, but you get the
Gus and I will be your undertakers for this evening as we bury Lucid Dream out of DreamHack Masters. Unless let's look at the optimism. Unless they can pull off the comeback for the ages.
It would be something quite historical if they indeed somehow pulled it back. Not just because it's 14-1, but because the fashion in which they lost those 14 rounds. Again, hardly ever even getting kills in rounds. It was very brutal. But we'll see.
What was it you
that
said?
Doesn't help.
8 kills in 9 rounds. That's
Something
how
like
brutal
that.
it was. And CBBK has 8 a bullet down to 3 HP. Stumbling, wobbling his way through the rest of the round, which isn't going to last too much longer. Alex and MBK alongside Apex all going to chip in for frags. And what a fly. He's going to have to do something truly miraculous to bring this back into the realms of possibility. He does have a CZ and a HE to his name, but no kit, no armor. And his positioning also not really working out for him. They can just sit here on top of Cop. There's so many angles he has to clear. Gonna decide to go back to Squeaky. Seeing if anyone's pushing him, looking for that flank frag. Firefly, just rush in, mate. Or get your head caved in, that works too. 15-1.
Yeah, I think they got a total of 25 kills in the entire first 15 rounds, basically. And the bulk of them came in the first 2. Because they won pistol, and then there was 1 round they got 3 kills. So, through the last, let's say, 13 rounds of the game, I think they may have only gotten, like, 18 kills or something like that. It was super one-sided. And now it might just be over here in a moment. Lucid Dream obviously will force buy up what they can, including a few SMGs, a Scout, and a Deagle. 3 AKs, 2 MAC-10s, head armor, decent amount of utility for Vitality given its second round.
RPK can sense the blood in the water. And he will pounce with the MAC-10. Alex also elsewhere onto PTC, thinning out the herd. Vitality turning into wolves as they embark down onto the B ramp, smoking out all of the doorways and windows. Genie is going to get caught as he jumps through on the ramp side. Surely not for long for this world. An AK at this range will always triumph over the UMP. UQ God's next to full. It's all on CBBK. Mac 10, or MP9, pardon me, in his hands. And gonna drill through the Mac 10 wielding RPK. Now through onto the secret. And it's no secret who was going to be the winner of this game. It was only going one way. Vitality 2-0. And Lucid Dream are sent packing. They are out of DreamHack Masters Dallas.
Yeah, it's definitely a rough ride for them. You know, again, having to face 2 top 5 teams in the world, basically, according to the HLTV rankings, when it comes to the games they had to play against Liquid and Vitality today. Pretty one-sided games all the way through. Hopefully, at least it's lessons learned and experience gained to bring back with them as they head back to Asia and try to qualify for some more big events down the line. You know, definitely some vulnerable teams out there. They might find their way back to another big opportunity like this, but obviously it's always a trial by fire your first time around. You take a step to an international stage. You might be the big fish in your pond, but once you have to get into the big ocean that is international Counter-Strike, it's a different story. And so Vitality comfortably move on in this lower bracket. And now we're going to be taking a break. I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure how long it's going to be just because we are so ridiculously ahead of schedule right now on the B stream by 2 hours, actually. So we'll put it on stream and kind of give you information that way. But we do have one more best of 3 to go on the secondary stream today. It's going to be Tyloo versus Wendigo. It should be a much better contest, I think, than what we just saw. Definitely 2 teams that can be quite impressive. We appreciate all of you for tuning in all day long. It's been a marathon for Vince and I. We've done 4 best of 1s and a best of 3 and still 1 more best of 3 to go. So it's been a long day, and we thank you all for tuning in. If you want to follow us, you can, !cast us in chat. We'll give you links to our Twitters. You've also seen it on screen a couple of times. But yeah, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll bring you Tyloo versus Wendigo to round out the day. So stay tuned. We'll be back later.